Hello, Sharon from Be Divine Vintage. Hello and welcome. Nice to see you this Saturday afternoon, or whichever time of the day, week, month, year it is that you're watching my video. Because these videos are around for a long time, aren't they, once you get them online. I'm going to just have a little quick chat, show you what I've been up to, show you some goodies I got from Donna and show you some bits I've just put into my Etsy shop as well. So I'm going to sit down, make yourself comfortable with a cup of tea, and let's proceed. So I have been making these envelopes with little stick pins in, and there is a video on how to do these. This is the one that I made on video, this one with the dangly stick pin. I've made this one today, this morning, with some vintage, part of a vintage tablecloth there, and here I've put some vintage lace and a plique and a vintage brooch. That's one I've done before and shown you with the fairy brooch. And these are the embossed fabric, so I will put a link to the embossed fabric, and I will put a link to how I made the envelopes below. So I'm really pleased with those. I've got a couple more to do, then I'm going to call it a day. I have been working on this piece of, I don't know, textile art, and I am going to make out of this a little journal. I just need to do some more sort of stitching, slow stitching, put some more beads. So I've got some finishing off to do on that yet, and I'm planning on doing that some more on that this afternoon. Then this was my RAK off Donna Falco, the one that I mentioned while I was making the envelopes. So I promised I'd show you what Donna sent me, and here it is. Beautiful, Donna, absolutely stunning. So the swap was on one of the junk journaling groups on Facebook. I'll put the name of the group below. I think it was junk journaling for newbies or for beginners, but I'll put it below anyway, so we can get the right link. And what it was a 9 feet of lace, fabric, trims. So you had to do 9 12-inch long of trims, ribbons, lace. So that was the swap. So I sent mine off to Donna in the United States. I was a bit late sending off because of the cyber attack, so we couldn't post abroad, but as soon as that was dealt with, I sent mine off, and I received this off Donna a couple of days ago. So it's wrapped, it was in a package beautifully, and it was wrapped in this tissue, and the tissue had this beautiful butterfly on it stuck onto it. I think it is a sticker. I don't know whether it's a sticker or whether Donna made it, but it's absolutely beautiful. And then inside were these things plus a few more. Now I'll tell you why the plus a few more aren't here as we go along. So there was this lovely pocket envelope, and it's with these little tea tags on the side, which look lovely. They've not been altered, they've not been changed, but they do look lovely. And it said, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only son." Now when this arrived, actually it was Tuesday, I believe, Monday or Tuesday, and I was feeling really down in the dumps. I'd had some bad news and I was feeling not so good, and this arrived, and when I opened it up, there was some little pink fabric pieces, and printed on, I think Donna had printed on some biblical quotes, etc. And they were just, the quotes were just the perfect quotes for what I needed at that time. So this was perfect, Donna Falco, just perfect for what I needed at that time. And in it is a little book that says 10 to the Roots, and It's got some strength is measured by restraint and these lovely pictures and little motivational quotes and things. So it was just, you can't rewrite yesterday's news, you can influence what you read tomorrow morning. So yeah, so there was that, and then these little squares. So me and my mum, as you know, are making these fabric books. Well, you may not know, but we're having a go at making some jean rag inspired vintage sewing books made of lace. So one of the things we're going to put in is a little swatch of fabric. So those little swatches that had the biblical passages in, biblical quotes, my mum has taken those. I gave them to her because my mum is making the book for me. So she then is going to pin them in that book for me. So that's where those have gone. There's these trims, aren't they beautiful? They're still tied together. This is how they arrived from Donna. But I just, some like pom-pom trims, all these beautiful trims. And I've not untied it yet because it's just too pretty to untie. Reminds me of a butterfly, Donna. It's just so lovely. There was this flower. There was also a little applique pink heart, but I gave that to Mum as well to put on my book that she's making for me. Some ribbons here. Oh, I've got that one, but in cream. Some more ribbons. A little applique. It's really pretty, isn't it? A larger applique. It looks like it may have come off a wedding dress or something, but it's really rather beautiful. That would go perfect on the fabric book that I'm making. The thing is, when I get these things, I'm like, don't want to use them because they're just too pretty to cut into and they're such beautiful gifts. This pink lace, my mum said, oh, I'll have that for a pocket in this journal. So I said, no, you won't. I've got my journal to do as well, Mum. She wants it because it's new, because she doesn't like using vintage things, even though she has used vintage things. I've had to wash and press and make it all beautiful, whereas mine is made from vintage things, and I don't mind. Some of mine's tea dyed, some's coffee dyed, do you know, but my mum likes hers pristine. So there's these laces as well. Thank you, Donna. This is so pretty with the little daisies on. And this, I love this one. It's got like little white bells down at the bottom there. It's a beautiful piece. It feels so lovely. I've been watching My Cottage Craft, and she's done this book called One Precious Thing. And I just feel like I'm going to use these and make myself one of those One Precious Thing books. But instead of one precious thing off people, I'll use one precious thing off other crafters. I'll use things that are sent to me in these lovely swaps and things. Then I got some serviettes, napkins, sorry. So pretty. This one, I like this. It looks like wood. This one with the lemons. I like that. Very vintage looking, that one. This one I adore, the peacocks. I know exactly what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to make some lovely, lovely journaling cards for my Magical Forest altered book. This one, I'll probably do the same with that one as well, with the bird. And then there was this paper, this handmade paper, and it's got like skeleton leaves on it with these lovely clips that match. I felt when I got this, such a lucky lady. That's a 12 by 12 piece, and in it is some, oh, what does it say on it there? 20% cotton fibre paper. I don't know what sort of paper it actually is, but it's nice, got a nice texture. Some vintage wedding paper. Still got a bit of vintage sellotape on there, which is lovely. these lovely handmade papers, pink one and a blue one, and this lovely piece of like A4 size vellum as well. So how lucky am I? I was so delighted, Donna, with this parcel. It came exactly when I needed it, really, because I was feeling down. It cheered me up so much, and the little religious packet was perfect. Little packet, little words that mean so much. So what I thought is, I'm doing quite a few swaps, and I'm doing some RAKs, random acts of kindness, at the moment. So I've got quite a few going on, sending off all over the world. So if you'd like a little random act of kindness from me, the first person to leave the name and address on my email, so you need to email me, don't leave it on the YouTube group. Email me at BeDivineVintage, BeADIVINE vintage.com. First person to email me with the name and address will receive a RAK from me anywhere in the world. I'm a member of Junk Journal Junkies, etc. And I received this. This was fabulous. So it's it says, it's from Kelly Snow. It says happy anniversary. I mean, that is a beautiful card. These are lovely stickers on there. And it's my anniversary of membership of Junk Journal Junkies, etc. And I got this lovely tag. There's a Tim Holtz paper figure on the back. It says glory there. And then some lovely stickers and some Tim Holtz in. So thank you, Kelly, for that. I was really pleased with that. And what a lovely thing for her group to do. So that's Junk Journal Junkies, etc. Then I've put these into my Etsy today, so I will leave links. So this is the first one. Both books are from 1996, and they are vintage Victorian style photo albums. In this one, the graphics inside this one are absolutely divine. All the different flowers. And then here's the spaces for you to put in. Where do we go in? We'll go in from the top. So, trust me not to have a card with me or anything. So you'd put your pictures or whatever in there. Can you see me come through? Fingers peeping through. So you put your pictures in there, or whatever you want to put, ephemera or whatever. You could copy these pictures and use them. As long as you don't reproduce the book, I think they'll be alright to use. So this has gone into my Etsy shop this morning, so I'll put a link below. When I do find these, and I scour the shops for them, when I do find these, they do sell very quickly. So grab them while you can. Aren't they lovely? There we go. It's by Waverley. And it's from the Ladies' Flower Garden of 1849. And it's published in 1996. There is a copyright, 1996 copyright on it. So that's that one. The only thing with this, it's in beautiful condition, but the ribbon that would have tied it together, can you see the ribbon's been cut off? Oops, sorry, the ribbon's been cut off. Now the next one, so this is like A4 size. This one is faded on the cover. It's got the tie ribbon still in place. And this is another 1996, and this is the Victorian Rose photograph album. So this one is all same principle, but it's all roses in this one. So every page has got pictures of roses. And again, you know, where you put your, slide your pictures or whatever you want to do in the pockets at the top. I mean, you could even cover these. If you're making a journal, you could cover these, but still keep your big pockets at the top. So much you could do with them. You can use them as a scrapbook, photograph album, storing ephemera, putting your bits and bobs in, your precious things in. You could put lace on and pin things in, or fabric. So I think they're both 23 pages. And again, this is 1996, and it's from a book, a Victorian album published in 1870. So it's the artwork of roses for you to frame your treasured memories. Published in 1996. It's got a 1996 copyright on it. But I'm sure you can take, as long as you don't produce it as it isn't, you can take parts. So that's that one. So those are both in my Etsy, so I will leave links to those below as well as links to my embossing fabric and envelope making tutorials, which I've recently done. So thank you very much. Like I said, the first one to email me with your name and address at bdivinevintage@gmail.com will get a RAK from me. Thank you very much. Bye bye.